we're gonna literally, each of you is gonna read a couplet, but we're gonna start from the last two lines, then we'll move up and do the two lines above those two lines and so forth and so on. Okay?
Backwards?
We're going backwards, right? I mean, we're not, so we're just reading it. Singing it backwards would be much more challenging, I think, but we're not singing it, we're just reading it. So you guys will be fine, trust me. And this will also give you a chance, because I'm going to say, please start with the line that starts with the Tav or the Tet or the Gimel or the Dalet. So you're going to get a little refresher on the names of the letters, right? But, please, if you have questions or whatever, stop me. But so depending on which book you have, and I never remember, so the red Lev Shalem Sidor, go to page 182. The blue Sim Shalom, the blue Sim Shalom, go to page 421, I think is the second page. Let's see how they're numbered.
422.
422, yes, thank you. The odd pages are the English, 422. And if you have the smaller Sim Shalom, you're going to go to 153, maybe 152 or 153. I'm not sure.
150.
On this number.
But you could also get it from the Ein Eloheinu book.
You can get it there. That's true. Harder to read there, in my opinion.
Excuse
Only
me.
it's small. It's harder. It's just and the way he.
I found a site that had letters I could see clearly, and I just.
Okay, great. And the way he prints the couplets is a little bit different, I think, than how we print them in the book.
Yes.
In the prayer book. So, okay, does everyone have the page? Any questions?
Yeah.
Yes, everyone has the page. Okay, great. So as I said, we're going to start from the end. So the place where I want us to start is the final couplet, which in both books is marked with, so in Lev Shalem, there's a little reddish arrow pointing to the last three lines as the third to the last line, I guess it's called. In Sim Shalom, it's a square in the right-hand side that is at the right-hand side of the third to the last line. Does everyone see that? Okay, perfect. That's where we're going to start. Sivi Ann, you want to read for us?
Okay. What's it? Tehillat Adonai Yedaber Pi. V'varech Kal Bashar Shem Disho La'olam Va'ed Va'anachnu Nevarech Ya Me'ata Va'ad Olam Hallelujah.
Very nice. Really nice. I'm just going to read it back to you. Tehillat Adonai Yedaber Pi. Vivarech Kol Basar Shem Kadsho Le'olam Va'ed. Va'anachnu Nevarech Ya. Me'ata Ve'ad Olam. Hallelujah. All right. 2 lines above where we started that, you get to the couplet that begins with the Resh. Lorraine, will you read there?
With the Resh. Yes. Ritzon Yire'av Ya'aseh. Ve'eh Shav Atam Yishma,
yeah.
Vyoshi Aim. Continue?
Yes, please.
Okay. Shomer Adonai et Kal Ohavav. The 8 Kal Har Shaim Yashmid.
Yashmid, very good. Okay, I'll read it back to you. Ritzon Yire'av Ya'aseh Ve'et Shav Atam Yishma V'Yoshi Aim. Shomer Adonai et Kol Ohavav, Ve'et Kol Harshaim Yashmid. Okie doke. Now we're going to go up 2 more lines to what starts with the tzadi. Sandy, will you start us?
Tzaddik Adonai b'chol dirachav v'chasim seed
Yep.
b'chol ma'asav korov Adonai l'val korov l'chol asher yikra ehu
Yikra'uhu.
ve'emes.
Yeah. Ve'emet. All right, let me review. Tzaddik Adonai b'chol derachav v'chasid b'chol ma'asav karov Adonai l'chol korav l'chol asher yikra'uhu ve'emet. Very good. Okay, so we're going 2 lines above that to the ayin. Eileen, will you read?
Ine kol elecha yusaberu
Mhm.
etat
Ata.
v'ata no rate
No tain. That's
no tain
okay.
lahem et al kol aklam
Mhm.
achlam vaed batan bato
Be'ito.
bito
Be'ito.
buito
Mhm.
poteach
Yes.
et yadecha umas bi
Mhm.
kol chai ratzon.
Yes. Excellent. Let me read it back. Ene chol elecha yisaberu ve'ata notain lahem et achlam be'ito. Poteach et yadecha umaspia lechol chai ratzon. Okay, we're going to go up 2 more lines to what starts with the mem. And Marcia, will you read?
Wait, ma'am, okay, I'm on the wrong end. Malkut Taka, Malkut, Kal, Olamim, Umem Shal Taka,
Mhm.
Bakal, David, the door, Vador. All right, going down now, right?
Yes, yes.
So Mech, Adonai, Lakal, Hanaflim,
No
But-
flame.
no flame. But so K, is that final?
Mhm. That's right.
Okay, Lakal, Hakpu Pim.
Hakfu theme. Yes, exactly. All right, I'll read it back to you. No, that was excellent. Malchutecha, Malchut, Kol Olamim, Mem Shaltecha, Bechol Dor Vador. Somech Adonai, Lechol Hanofim, Vizokef, Lechol Hakfufim. Okay, 2 lines above that. Susan?
Lahodia,
Wait, the line above that one. Go 1
Oh.
more up.
excuse me. Kavod Malchutacha, Yomeru, Ugvu ug vuratcha
Mm-hmm,
yada beru.
mm-hmm.
Lechodia livne ha'adam gevu rotav vod hadar malchuto.
Excellent. Okay, I'll go over it. Kavod malchutecha yomeru ugvuratecha yedaberu. Lehodia lifnei ha'adam gevurotav uchvod hadar malchuto. Okay, we're going to turn back to the first page, as it were. Now we haven't done yet, but we're going to start at, excuse me, we're going to start at the bottom. The last two lines at the bottom. Ooh, Linda, hello, hello. Can we hear, you can hear me? I can't quite hear you though. Okay. Linda's from my morning class. She's had nothing but computer sound issues today. I don't know why I can't hear you, but you hear me. Okay. All right, wait, I'm going to do one thing. Okay, so now see if you can unmute. Yeah, I still can't hear you. All right, well, so I won't call on you, but you're here and you will get more out of it now that you can hear us. Okay, Siviane, we're gonna come back to you. And we're starting with the line that starts with the tet.
And it starts with a tet.
So it's, depending on which book, it's either the bottom of page 181, the second to the last line, or the bottom of 420, the second to the last line.
Right, it's Tov, is that?
Yep, that's the word, Tov.
Okay, Tov, it's on my 152.
Oh, I
Okay.
gotcha. Right, you're in the other book, the small book, the one book I didn't mention.
Okay. Tov Adonai lekol v'rach min v'rachamim
Rachamav.
v'rachamav. Yes, v'rachamav al kal ma'asim
So
viv.
it's Sav. So it's the
Ma-
same ending as Rachamav as Ma'asav. You
Okay,
see? Yeah,
I do confuse the vav and the nun, but that's all right.
these are
Ma'as-
Vavs. These are Vavs.
Ma'asav, ma'asav.
Mhm.
Yo do ach,
Cha.
yo do cha. Adonai kal ma'asecha v'ach sedecha yaber or yabar ku cha.
Livarchucha. Yes, all right. I will read it back to you. Tov Adonai la kol v'rachamav al kol ma'asav. Yoducha Adonai kol ma'asecha v'chasidecha yivarchucha. All right. Two lines above that is going to start with a Zion. And Lorraine, you see that where that is?
I do, I got it. Thank you, Rachel. Zecher Rav Tuvcha Yabiu Bitzitkatecha
Mhm.
Yeranenu
Perfect.
Hanun Barachu Adonai Erech Afim
Hayim.
Apayim
Yeah.
Ugdel Chesed.
Chased, actually. There's a
Chesed.
little T under that. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Let me read it back. Zecher Rav Tuvcha Yabiu Betzidkatecha Yiranenu Chanun V'rachum Adonai Erech apayim ugdal chased. Okay, 2 lines above that, we're going to start with a hey. Eileen, will you read for us?
Hadar, kavod,
Mhm.
hoda,
Hodecha. You see hodecha?
vodecha, vodiva ray,
Mhm.
niflo techa,
Yes.
asyacha.
So you're under the sin is a single dot with also that line, but you're
I
only,
have 2 dots under mine.
well, it's a dot and a line. You don't care about the line, you only care about the dot. So asicha.
Oh, it's 1, okay, well,
Yeah.
that's, okay, I'll change that. I had it as a silent, asicha.
Okay, good.
Ve'etzus,
So ve e
ve'etzus.
ve'ezuz.
No,
Mhm.
techa,
Yeah, no rotecha.
yomeru,
Yes.
I have no vowels under that, the next one, like a gimel and then a dalet, there's no vowels.
But there are, so the first letter is a vav with a dot in the middle. That is a vowel. So, and that goes with the gimel. So
Okay.
ug. And then the dalet has 3 dots at an angle, right?
I don't have that on this copy, okay.
Ug
'Cause I
do.
can't even read it without vowel, vogudula, tach,
Ug do latacha.
asap, renu,
Prena.
rena, okay.
Asa prena.
This isn't a good copy.
Well, all right, let me review it. Hadar kevod hodecha, v'divrei niflotecha asicha, ve'ezuz norotecha yomeru, ugdu latacha asaprena. All right, so that takes us to the Gimel line. Sandy, will you read the Gimel line?
Sure. Gadol Adonai, wait a minute, Umahu Lal, Naod,
Mhm.
Ulig,
V.
yeah, all right.
The-
All right, the lead do to Ain Chaker,
Mhm.
Dor Lador, Yeshabat, Bach, Ma'asecha, Ugavuro Techa, Yagidu.
Very nice. Excellent. I'll read it back. Gadol Adonai umhulal me'od v'ligdu lato ein cheker dor lador yeshabach ma'asecha ugvurotecha yagidu. Very good. That brings us up to the first of our Aleph lines. So not the very beginning of the prayer, but the first of the acrostic part of the prayer. Susan, will you read?
Aro mimcha elo ha melech va'avarcha shimcha le'olam va'ed b'chol yom avarchecha va'ahala shimcha le'olam va'ed.
Nice. Okay, I'll review. Aromimcha Elohai Hamelech Va'avarcha Shimcha Le'olam Va'ed Bechol Yom Avarchecha Ve'ahalila shimcha le'olam va'ed. Excellent. And now we're at the very, very top of the prayer. Marcia, will you unmute? You have to unmute. We can't hear you. Okay. Oh, still can't. There it is. Okay.
Okay, I don't know,
Uh-huh.
why is it mute? Okay. Ashrei Yoshvei Vetecha Od Yahalaluka Selah.
Sella. Sella.
Selah.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, I see it. Ashrei Ha'am Shekaka Lo. Ashrei Ha'am Shadonoi Elochav.
Nice. So I'll just go over that. Ashrei, Yoshvei, Vetecha, Od Yahalalucha, Selah. Ashrei Ha'am, Shekacha Lo, Ashrei Ha'am, She'adonai Elohav. And the only line we left out is the little Tehillah LeDavid,
David.
which we did leave that out. Okay. So you guys are getting there. I can tell. It's what I tell you, everybody feels exhausted by this prayer. I don't really know why, but it's worth learning. All right, so maybe we'll learn it in the other direction now, but what we'll do is we'll learn it in the call and response way, okay? So I'll read what the chazan or the reader would read, and you guys then, I'm going to call on you to read what the congregation would read, okay? So you get every 2 lines off because I'm going to read it for you. So take what I give you. Here we go. Ashrei Yoshvei Vetecha, and I'm going to chant, but you can read. Ashrei Yoshvei Vetecha, Od Yahalalucha Selah. Ashrei Ha'am Shekacha Lo. Ashrei Ha'am She'adonai Elohav. All right, so Sivian, I think we're back to you.
Tehillah David.
Yes, that's where we are.
All right, Tehillah David. Romim Ha Elohai Hamelech Va'ahavara Cha Simcha Le'olam Va'ed. Continue.
Yes, please.
Lekol Yom Avavar Checha Va'ahala Simcha Le'olam Va'ed.
Okay, so the only issues on the first line are Mimcha Elohai Hamelech, the Avarcha. Okay, just I think you may have left out a little bit. Avarcha Shimcha Le'olam Va'ed. And then on the second line, okay, on the second line, it's Shimcha. I think you may have said a sin rather than a shin. So, but excellent other than that. So I'll sing the next. Gadol Adonai umhulal me'od veligdulato in cheker dor ledor yeshabach ma'asecha ugvurotecha yagidu. Okay, Lorraine, will you pick up the next 2 lines, singing or reading, whatever you like.
For everyone's benefit, I'll just read. Thank you. Hadar Kevod Hodecha B'di Bre Nig oh boy Niglotecha
Niflotecha.
Niflotecha Asicha
Yes.
Ve'ezuz Norotecha Yomeru.
So the second word is really no rotecha. The
No
resh
ro-
goes with the second syllable.
Oh, okay. Norotecha Yomeru. Ugdulatecha Asaf Rena.
Asabrena. Very good. Okay. Zecherav tuvcha yabiu V'tzidkatecha yiranenu. Chanun v'rachum Adonai. Erech apayim ugdal chesed. Okay, Eileen, you have but hold on, you're muted, Eileen. Unmute for me. Here you go.
In the one that you corrected, no recha, no ro, no ro.
No rotecha, yes,
Yeah, now the resh is really just a sound, right? And the
Yes.
O goes with the aleph. That's what-
correct, but so, it's so interesting that I'm glad you're bringing this up. We had a
I'm
little
sorry.
bit of a chat about this in my early morning class, okay?
Oh.
So this, you got the nun and the vav with the dot on the top for no, right? The first syllable. Then you have the resh with a shva under it for silent, but next to it you have the vowel coming, the aleph and the vav with the dot for o. So the
Yeah.
resh, the aleph and the vav go together for ro.
Oh,
Okay, no ro techa. And now it would seem to me this word could have been written without that aleph. I don't know why it wasn't, but because the aleph is there, the resh has to have the shava under it. You
Well,
understand?
You couldn't put the resh with the first syllable as nor.
Well, but you don't.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
Right. So what I ended up explaining in the morning class was when I learned this way back when I was in like 3rd and 4th grade, they never taught us the intricacies of the shva. You know, in our beginner class, I taught you the 4 or more intricacies of the shva. The shva is a crazy indicator. I didn't learn those way back then. I just learned to pronounce this no rotecha. And I am positive of that pronunciation. So
Well,
that's
I'm not
how,
disputing that. I'm not disputing that. I just couldn't figure it out.
right. Well, that's why I say, so I back myself into why they spell it the way they spell it. Okay. In other
Must have
words,
been
since I
some-
know the pronunciation is no rotecha, and they have that aleph in there, the resh has to have something because aleph is a consonant, resh is a consonant, aleph has its own vowel, resh needs something. And so resh got a shva that is basically, hey resh, I'm giving you a non-vowel vowel and just get used to it. So
So that
that,
has nothing to do with, you sometimes taught us with the shva where it's stressed and where the accents are and how to divide up the word.
so that's one of those crazy idiotic rules of the shva. Yes, there are several weirdnesses of the shva. The fact that it's supposed to be saying hi, there's no sound here, except the way we read it sometimes is that we give it this really short sound. Other times when it's saying hi, I'm the end of a syllable and I am no sound and things like that, okay? In this case, it's not saying I'm the end of a syllable. In fact, it's the beginning of the syllable.
Well, now with the story, I should remember it.
Well, I'll try to go back to, you just remember the pronunciation, okay? And I could probably send you the explanation of all the different shvas from the homework, document I had created in our beginning Hebrew class. Nevertheless, okay, a long conversation about one word. So that was Ve'ezuz Noatecha Yomeru Ugvulatcha Asaprena Zecher Rabtucha Yabiu V'tzikacha Yiranenu. Is that right? That's what we just did? And I think one of you read it, right? So it's my turn to do the next lines. Yes? I think that's right.
Yes.
Me,
right.
them. Oh, here I did, so I should be at Zecher. Zecher, right. Zecher Rabtucha Yabiu V'tzidkatcha yiranenu. Everyone see where we are?
Yeah.
Okay. Chanun v'rachum Adonai. Erech apayim ugdal chesed. Okay. I apologize. Sandy, you just read, so that means Eileen, it's now your turn or vice versa?
Is that, I'm on to Tov?
Yeah.
Tov Adonai. lachol, varachama, mav, al, mal,
Call, you left out call. I'll call.
al, kol, ma, sav,
Yes, I'll call myself. Good.
yadova, wait,
No.
Yad-
Yoducha.
yadu, yaduva, wait.
Ah,
Devucha, Adonai, Bal, Ma'a, Secha,
So Yoducha Adonai call Maasecha.
Secha, Kaha, Si, De, Cha, Ya, wait.
Uh.
Yicha, Rech, Ucha,
Yivarchucha. Yes, Yivarchucha. So it's Tov Adonai la call. V'rachamav al kol ma'asav. Yoducha Adonai call Maasecha. V'chasidecha Yivarchucha. Okay, that was the congregation's part. So my part, hold on, I got to turn the page. Kevod malchutcha yomeru ugvuratcha yadaberu lehodia lifnei hadam gevurotav uchvod hadar malchuto. Marcia, will you go next?
Yeah, mem line, right?
Mem line, yes.
Malkut, ka, Malkut, Kal Olamim,
Mm-hmm.
Umem Shal Techa, Bakal Dorvador. So Mech Adonai Lakal Anaflim,
No fleam.
Noflim, Vatso Cave, Lakal Hak Ufim. That's the
Exactly.
same line I read before. I think so.
I was worried about that, but I'm not keeping track. Okay, so it would be Malchutecha, Malchut kol olamim, umem shaltecha, bechol dor vador, somech Adonai lachol hanoflim, v'zokef lachol hakfufim. Okay, and now the leader's line. Einei chol elecha yisaberu, v'ata noten lahem, et achlam be'ito. Teach et yadecha umaspia lechol chayratzon. Susan, Sadi?
Dik Adonai b'chol devrachav v'hasid b'chol ma'asav.
Yep.
Korav Adonai l'chol korav l'chol asher yigra'u hu be'emet.
Good, nice. So I'll review it. Tzadik Adonai b'chol derachav, v'chasid b'chol ma'asav, karov Adonai l'chol korav, l'chol asher yikra'uhu ve'emet. Right, the leader line, Ritzon Yure'av Ya'aseh, Ve'et Shav'atam Yishma B'Yoshiem, Shomer Adonai et Kol Ohavav, Ve'et Kol Harshaim Yashmid. All right, now we're back to what is essentially the end. In my congregation, the very last line, everyone sings together, even though it's the last line of the couplet of the leader. But I'm just saying. So Siviane, will you start this one where the marker is?
Tehilat Adonai Yav Ber P.
Yep.
Okay. The Yarech,
Viv Varech.
Viv Varech, Kal Esar Shem Kadoshu,
Show, Kad Show.
Asho Le'elam Va'ed.
Good.
We're doing this last line together. Is that
Well, you
right?
do it. Go ahead, you read. Go ahead.
Anachnu Nivarech Ya Ma'ata V'yad Olam Hallelujah.
Lovely. All right, so I'll chant this one for us. Tehillat Adonai Yedaber Pi, Vivarech Kol Basar, Shem Kadsho Leolam Ba'ed. And then everyone would do Va'anach Me'ata Be'ad Olam. Hallelujah. Slightly different tune for the very last line is, and everyone does it together. Okay.
Rachel, our temple at services last week, they didn't do it all. They just did the beginning and then it was quiet. You could read on your own and then we all did the end. So we use this book. We use this book at the temple. So that's how we did it. So
is that Shabbat morning?
Yes.
Okay, because I can sort of get it more during the weekday, but on Shabbat, we never do any of it silently. Shabbat, it's always done soup to nuts.
Okay.
Susan?
In our synagogue, the leader does I'm trying to think. We all do the last line together, but the leader does it after we do it together.
He repeats it. Yeah, I've heard it done that way too, where the leader repeats it. Quite frankly, it's a little redundant to do it that way, but fine. If you want to get your digs in and have your last line all by yourself, you go right ahead. So, anyway, I'm not trying to be snarky. It's just kind of funny to me what they decide to repeat and what they don't. All right. Well, honestly, ladies, you need to keep practicing this prayer. We have time to practice it again. Will you hate me if we practice it again?
No.
Yes, Sandy says yes. I like your honesty. Thank you so much for your honesty. I love it, in fact.
I told you how our rabbi does it. He's Israeli, he's a Sabra. And I think he does it like he went to Cheder, and how fast can you do it?
Well,
that's
And so I usually end up reading the English responses to myself while they're, even though I feel more comfortable,
yeah.
I'll never keep up with them.
Yeah.
honestly, I can more understand that during Shachrit, during the week or something, or any time during the week. But on Shabbat morning, I don't see the point of that. We're there for so long. You should involve everyone as much as you can if they're all there for all those hours. And this is my personal take on, if I'm coming, I want to be a part of it. I've had this conversation with my husband for decades now that, so I grew up in a conservadox synagogue, it's really conservative now. B'nai Israel in Rockville, Maryland. But it was conservadox then because the Chazan and the rabbi were really ordained or grew up Orthodox, right? But now they were in conservative shoals. And in fact, they were both not Native Americans. So, that's not surprising. But so my husband grew up in Reform synagogues and was not really taught a lot of the service at all. And they didn't go to services very frequently. So when our daughter, our oldest child, was a bat mitzvah student here at our synagogue, North Suburban Synagogue, Bethel in Highland Park, there's a whole year-long class that they require that the seventh graders to go to, and they must be accompanied by a parent. So my husband went and he got exposed to all of this. And he was like, my eyes have been opened. He got really angry at his previous teachers and what they robbed him of and their attitude and approach to all of this. And he started to really, and he had embraced it a little bit before, but he really now understood my concept of when I go to shul, I am not going for a performance. I am going to be part of a congregation and a group of people who are there to do this together. And while there are times when someone is leading or someone is talking to me and teaching me, and there are times when our voices are meant to come together and rise together and enhance each other. And to me, that is so much of how we do it, and particularly when we do these call and response, which, you know, we talked about this with the Kedusha, and that is exactly a call and response, and it's evoking a certain feeling because of that and what it represents, the heaven and the earth and talking to each other and interacting with itself. So, you know, I've never sent you a YouTube link or any video link where someone I think is really performing, because that to me is that's not what praying is about. It's a performance. So that's just my perspective, and, you know, thank you for listening to it. Okay, so
But why one said sung so rapidly? Is there a reason?
why they do it rapidly?
Yes.
So it is my opinion, again, based on the various rabbis I had as teachers back in the day when I was a young student. Certainly the yeshivas and the cheders that boys were sent to, if they were Orthodox, they were taught to learn it so fast and to get through it pretty darn quickly. And there's a story that I have told before that, so when I was being taught the 3 paragraphs of the Shema, let's say I was in 6th grade. It's about right. I can't remember exactly, but Rabbi Weiss was my teacher, and he literally had a stopwatch in his hand, and he had a chart. And the faster you read, the more stars or whatever you got on the chart. And he kept track of how fast you read it last class versus this class. You got faster, you got more stars. That was the point to him, was the fastest is the best. As an adult, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense to me. But as a student, I wanted to please him, so I did it his way. So, you know, and somebody asked in my class several, you know, semesters ago, well, how do they even know what they're saying? And my answer to that was, they are not focused on each and every word. I believe they're focused on the overall concept that prayer they know evokes in them, and that they're getting to a place where they're mumbling through something where their head is in a certain space. So, I mean, it's no different than if you were attempting to read. I mean, I can't speed read English that fast. I can scan a page and look for some ideas, but I can't speed read that fast, right? As a child in regular school, public school, I remember there are only a few things that you're made to memorize, right? The Pledge of Allegiance, which you always said at a regular tempo and as a group. We were required to memorize Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, which very short, not hard. And again, by focusing on each word, and if you're focused on that, I think it helps you get through and say the words correctly in order because you're focused on the meaning. But in our prayers, those things they don't go together somehow. So, you know, and with Shema, they don't mumble through the beginning of the Shema, right? They mumble through the paragraphs after the Shema, which are, you know, the nuts and bolts of the how and the why, but not the big notion of the what and the who. So anyway, you know, and as adults, I think we can really appreciate this, and this might be why we are conservative Jews and not Orthodox Jews, right? But I'm not sure. There's lots of things that go into that.
Thank you.
You're welcome for listening to my little tirade on that. Okay. So I think we should keep doing the Shema, the Ashrei, excuse me. But if you're, well, we're gonna do it one more time. Okay, because I'm not giving you a choice.
Are we gonna start from the beginning this time?
Well, that's the question. So how about I have you each do only one line? You each read one line, I'll read the following line, then another student will read the next line, then I'll read the following line, okay? And I won't repeat.
From the
Okay.
first, from the beginning.
From the beginning, from the top. Susan, I'm going to start up in your corner, so will you start for us?
Okay. Ashrei Yoshvei Betecha Od Yahalalu Ach Selah.
Hallelujah. Selah. Yes.
Right.
Ashrei ha'am shetachalo, ashrei ha'am sh'Adonai Elohav. Marcia?
Tefillah ala David. Aramim ka ala, oh, excuse me. Alochai hamelech va'avarcha shimcha le'olam bo'ed.
Yes. V'chol yom avarchecha v'ahalal shimcha le'olam va'ed. Eileen.
Wait a minute, we didn't start from the very top. Or
We
I guess-
did.
Okay, so we're up to the Gimel?
Yes.
Okay. Gadol Adonai Hula V'od V'ligdulato an ein
Take care.
Heker.
Good.
No, Heker. I was using Heker.
Take care. It's 2 dots under the chet,
Yeah,
3
but
dots.
it's a chet, not a hey, in my first sentence.
Correct. That's correct. It's a chet. Yes. Take care. Yes. Dor ledor yishabach ma'asecha ugvurotecha yagidu. Sandy?
Hadar, Kivod, Hodecha, Udivrei.
Vodivrei.
I did the same, I had the same line last time.
I think you did. I apologize. But you did.
It's all right, because I made the same mistake again. That's not good. Bidivrei, Niflo, Techa, Asecha.
Asicha.
Oh, that's an E.
Yeah, that's 1 dot. Asicha.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
There's another line there though, right? Yeah.
I'll do the next line.
Oh, ignore it.
There is, yes, there's a vertical line.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, yes. Asicha, yes. Ve'ezuz nerotecha yomeru ugdulatecha asaprena. Lorraine, will you do the Zion line?
Zecher Rav Tivcha Yabiu
Mhm.
Vitzikat Katecha Yeranenu.
Nice. Chanun v'rachum Adonai erech apayim ugdal chased. Tivian?
Tov Adonai lecho v'rachamon al kal. Yes, al kal ma'asav.
Yes. Yoducha Adonai kol ma'asecha v'chasidecha yevarchucha. Turn the page. Susan?
Kavod Malchut Techa Yameru Ug Vuratecha Yadaberu.
Good. Lehodia lifnei ha'adam gavurotav uchvod hadar malchuto. Marcia?
The sonic line,
Mem.
mem. Malkutaka, that line.
Yes.
Okay, between this magnifying glass and looking, I get lost. Malkutaka, Malkut, Al Olamim, Umem Shal Taka, Bakal the door Bador.
Exactly. So mech Adonai l'chol hanoflim v'zokef l'chol hakfufim. Eileen?
Ene ko, al, wait, al,
A-
al,
Ele-
excuse me?
I'm trying to help you. Elecha. Einecho.
Should I start again?
Whatever you like.
Ene ko, e, la, lacha, shaveru,
Saberu. Yisaberu.
yusaveru, va'ata, notain, la, hem, et, avo, achalam, va'oto.
Beito. There's one dot under the ayin. Beito.
Va'ito, I missed it.
So Einechol Elecha Yisaberu Ve'atano Ten Lahem et Achlam Beito. And my line, Poteach et Yadecha Umaspia Lechol Chayratzon. Sandy?
Sadik Adonai b'chol dira chav b'chol asid b'chol ma'asav
Lovely. Karov Adonai Lechol Karav Lechol Asher Yikra Uhu Ve'emet. Lorraine?
Ritson, Yureav, Yaaseh, Be'et, Shoviatam.
Shav Atam.
Oh, there are two dots there. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Shav Atan, Yishma, V'yoshi Aim.
Nice. Shomer Adonai et kol ohavav ve'et kol harshayim yashmid. Sibian, I know you did this last time too, but I'm back to you again.
Okay, Tehilat Adonai Ya Deber Pi. Wait. Varech Ko Basar Shem. Kadesho Leolam Vaed.
Nice.
But-
All right,
That's enough.
so, all right, Tehilat Adonai Yadaber Pi, Vivarech Kol Basar, Shem Kadsho Leolam Ba'ed, Ba'ana Evarech Ya Me'ata Ad Olam. Hallelujah. Excellent. Thank you for putting up with this 3 times through. I think that was really great.
I have a question. What
Yes.
does that straight line mean, indicate?
I'm sorry. Tell me what the straight line up and down.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pronunciation mark. So it's telling you to put the emphasis there. So, but we haven't really, so it's not a vowel. It's a pronunciation mark. Okay. And it can be kind of confusing. The worst ones are the dots in like a nun. It's like, what's a dot and a nun? But it's not a vowel. It's a pronunciation mark. So anyway, all right, I'm going to talk for 2 minutes or so about what's coming up next. We're going to have our Passover interlude. And during our Passover interlude, we will practice. So please bring a Haggadah if you have one. I can share a screen if you don't. But I thought we would do the Seder order. I will probably send you a link for how it's sung. I haven't sung it in a really long time because we don't sing it at our Seder. But it's very easy to learn. And actually singing it helps you remember the order, quite frankly. We'll do the candle lighting. We'll do Friday night Kiddush because Passover this year starts on Friday night. We will do the brachot for the various things we're going to eat and the washing of the hands. Obviously, the 10 plagues, the 4 questions. and anything else, well, I'd rather not do Birkat Hamazon. I was not planning on doing Birkat Hamazon. Birkat Hamazon is a class all to itself, quite frankly. And I can give you the link from the Women's League website, which is an excellent tutorial for Birkat Hamazon. But I don't want to take enough time to teach it to you. It would take a couple of sessions and we don't have that kind of time. Okay. I can't think of anything else. Anybody have questions or other things? Marlene, sure.
So for this coming Friday, you want all this stuff with the Haggadah and everything you just listed? Okay.
Yes, that would be for Friday on the 1st, I think it is.
It's
of-
April Fool's, you're right.
Yeah,
It's-
April 1st.
Not a joke.
It'll be a good class, I promise. Any other questions?
So I'm going to be away and I'm gonna be there for class, but part of the next week. And I just want to know what to take with me to work on. So I guess I wouldn't bring a Haggadah. Should I-
Well, so you're not gonna be, so next week when you Zoom in, you won't be Zooming from home?
Oh, I
Zoe.
will. No, I will. But I meant during the day when I.
Oh, well, frankly, keep practicing Ashrei. Literally, just keep practicing Ashrei.
I'll never. do that.
Until you guys have it as smooth as I do, which means you could do it without a flaw, and you could pick up someone could point to a line and you would just read it. Frankly, that's how much you have to keep practicing Ashrei.
So you want us to show you up, in other words?
Sure, please do. Go right ahead.
Never.
I'm giving you a challenge.
Or at least show up that little guy, that animated guy on the YouTube. You
Yeah,
don't
what
wanna
did
show
we
you
what
up.
did we name him? We named him
Norman.
Marvin. We named him
Norman.
Marvin, right?
That's funny. That's my brother-in-law's name. That's really cute. Sorry, I missed that class.
He does a great job. He's kind of, wink, wink, cute, cute, ha ha, whatever. But he does a good job chanting, and that's all we care about.
Is there no Berman for that, the Ashrei?
Not sung. And no, actually, I don't think there's any Berman for it. I think I looked and it's not there.
I like Norman anyway.
I like Norman. But I mean, you're thinking of, Savian, something where you can point to one word and have it pronounced for you?
Yes.
Yeah, I would have sent it if it was there. I looked, I couldn't find it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
It's probably there, but not in the free part.
Uh-huh.
So part of that website, a large part of that website, you have to have a membership and you have to pay. So,
Okay.
Will
but
work.
that's why, just practice, practice, practice. It's long and tedious, but you guys are putting in the time. You
So
get
was
your money's worth.
algebra. Algebra was long and tedious.
There you go. I like that analogy. I got this way before I ever got algebra, I tell you that.
Not me.
All right. Have a great week, ladies. I will
Thank you so much,
see you
Rachel.
next week.
Shabbat
you.
shalom.